We're going to talk all things getting paid, get your people paid. Because now we spent, if you think about it, we really spent the first half of the boom talking about how to get people enrolled. So are you guys, throw a comment in the chat or put a 1 in the chat if you're seeing some ease with your scripts, with what you're sending out, with the messages, with the template, with, oh yeah, I know exactly what to say to people, right? Step 1, step 2, if you're inviting, if you're able to be clear on who you're working to attract, because nothing about this business is not like everything in this business is what we're covering during this time frame. So then it's just repeat, 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 repeat. And it's that compound effect, like I just talked about, for example, with Danny Leverson and what she's seeing in her business right now. Then we had Betsy Frame come on last week. If you weren't on, I highly recommend go watch the recording. She was powerful. She has created a crazy good income. And so much of it has just been from like staying in the game consistently over the years, and I know through the ups and downs and with the pandemic, like staying in the game, so staying in the game, marking off the dates for this summer for celebration, knowing that, there will come a time when we'll all gather again together and have community and have, that in person. And until then, there's so much that we can do just from our phones and from our office for just, 60 to 90 minutes a day. So today, what I want to pull up is, I'm going to pull up Leaders Rise here, because it really is just our simple system. So if you go to leadersrisehere.com and you click on Get Paid and Get Your Team Paid, this right here is, I've even added some stuff since anyone has looked at this. I've added some stuff just very, very recently, because this is what it is. So put a 2 in the chat if you feel so confident with starting people on products and enrolling people, but you constantly have this tape in your head that it's hard to create consultants, or it's hard to find people to do this with you. I want you to put a 2 in the chat if that's you, because I know I hear it. Yes, thank you, Teresa, for your honesty. Yes, Heidi, thank you, you guys. Okay. So the truth of the matter is, it's going to be about 20% of people that will do something with this. 80-20, and our numbers are almost to a T, 80-20 on turning consultant. 20% have turned consultant, okay? Some people have a higher ratio, some people have a much lower ratio, but they're just like enrolling machines. Every business is great. You can get to the end, you can create your life with all these different things. But if it's frustrating to you, or you really want to be able to build that leverage that we talk so much about, then this step is key. It's huge. And it's like, and I've heard the analogy before of like a cake recipe, right? You have to put all the ingredients in the cake for it to bake. If you miss one of the ingredients, if you miss the sugar, even if you miss that little teaspoon of salt, it doesn't taste good. That little bit of salt makes the cake, right? Or the baking soda to make it rise. Like there's so many different things. If you forget the vanilla, you can't just skip the vanilla. If you're out of vanilla, it will taste bad, right? Same thing here. So we did new associate interviews at the beginning, but if you have new people that you've started, have them connect and do these 6 questions. Krista, I know I see on the call, we just talked, did exactly the system, did the 3-way call, with Becca, and this answering these 6 questions together to really be clear on what it is you want to get out of Isagenix. Like it's such a good, powerful step. Then it's enrolling people, and then it's the comp plan. And we have these videos out here. We have incredible videos of the compensation plan right here. 13 minutes. This one's pinned right in Leaders Rise here. Barbie put together a really wonderful one. Eric Coover, the owner, the chief visionary officer, did parts 1 and part 2. The pencil pitch, I will tell you, you guys, when I first was getting started, I was hungry to learn the compensation plan and be able to present it on a napkin and be able to present it, out and about on the fly with a friend, or in the back of a car if I was talking to someone, or over the phone, have them take out a sheet of paper. I have always been hungry to learn the comp plan, because it excites me greatly, the concept of having the getting paid conversation, because I know it's such a huge component and gift and piece of this business for the person that wants it. So this is where the cake recipe comes in. Get to consultant scripts. So I have 2 pieces here for you that are key for this week. Get to consultant scripts, which you can use with everyone in your organization. Everyone who is there, whether they've been using the products for, 6 months, 6 years, whether they just got started. All you have to do, and I did this, I literally have used, so this girl, Crystal, I went to college with her. We were friends back in college. I graduated in 2004, you guys. It's now, 15 years? Is that right? More than that? 17? What can I add? 17 years. We've seen it a couple of times since then. I knew she would love the collagen. I used the simple inviting script. Hey, are you open to taking a look? I think you'd love this product. Yes. Sent her the video. A couple days later, she ordered. Then I knew her box was going to take a couple weeks. I said, tell me when your box arrives. The day her box arrived, I said, awesome. I can't wait to hear how it tastes. Would it excite you? And I said this exact thing. I said, would it excite you if I showed you how to make back $200 by simply getting 2 people started? And she said, I just got the product. I want to give it a little bit of time, but then I will be open after I try it. That's normal. Who else gets that? Right? It's normal. It's totally okay. I'm actually 2 weeks from now having dinner with her, a drink, so that we can chat more and I can draw it out for her. Okay. And if she's like, yeah, not interested in that, I want you guys to take this line. How much would excite you? How much would excite you? Because they might respond, gosh, I don't really care about a couple $100. That's not going to be the thing that does it for me, but sure, 5,000. What if, I'll make 5,000. That would excite me. And then you can say, so if I could show you how to make $5,000 with Isagenix, you'd be open to learning more? And if they say yes, then you draw it out, or you book a call, simple call where someone else can draw it out for you. And I put the collagen one because I know we're using collagen very specifically there, but the other consultant script for someone to get to consultant as they start, or if they've been using the products, is to just say, would it excite you to learn how to make back the money you just spent? Or would it excite you to learn how to make back the money you're spending on Isagenix every month? I know you're one of my happy customers. Would it excite you to learn how to make back the money you're spending? Yes or no? We simply ask, and then we let them tell us. And it's okay if it's yes, it's okay if it's a no. If you do this with 10 people, the normal numbers are that 2 of them are going to say yes, but that's 2 new consultants for you, right? And that's them getting their money back and getting so solid on, getting their products paid for, which is also another form of retention, which we'll be talking about next week. So, you can use these simple get to consultant scripts, and it's part of the homework for this week. So, this is the more involved conversation that honestly I also love to have. And I include them both because, you can do this quickly. You can use the get to consultant. If this is where your comfort zone is at and you want to just pop some consultants, cool. But if you're all in, if you're like, my stake is in the ground, 500, 5,000 feet deep, I want to go places with this. I want the time freedom that I post about. I want what I see on the stages. I want what I see other people creating with Isagenix. I want a legacy. Then I want you guys to talk to people and say, you're going to feel amazing, and people are going to notice there's something different about you. And at this point, when they ask you what you're doing, you can do one of 3 things. You can refer them to me. I'm happy to take good care of them. I love, I always say I give gift cards for referrals. So if someone gives me a referral because they have no interest, I'll send them, a small gift card to Target or Amazon as a thank you. Or I'll say I can show you how to enroll them and you'll earn some fun referral bonuses. Or number 3, think about that one bill that keeps you up at night. What bill is it for you? Maybe it's a credit card bill or a car payment or a daycare bill. I can show you how to significantly supplement your income and help with that one bill. I've been building this business for however long, and the income has helped me too. Or you can say, I'm new to this, but I'm partnered with people. I'm partnered with, and then say a name. You can say I'm partnered with my friend Teresa, who's been building this business for about 3 years, and she's been able to, however you want to say it. And then, and then it's really about drawing it out. in that moment. And I'm going to show you my board because it is right here drawn out from just last night. Heidi and I did a presentation. But what I want more than anything is for you to not watch me do it right here, the whole thing, but I actually really want you guys to watch this. This is Sonia Mahfouz. She did it in, well, this is Tyler Dickerhoof, but Sonia Mahfouz is right here. She did it during this Level Up Mastermind that we had just 5 months ago. This was November 16th. The way she drew it, her conviction, her ability, and how she will light you up in this drawing will help you with your, I believe, posture, confidence, belief, conviction in the compensation plan. And that's what's so cool about this. We have all these different videos and tools and things. So you just simply get the conversation going and then you show someone, you know, and I want you guys to watch this. And I do think it's important to get good at it, but when you're early on, it's okay to use a tool to have, you know, but it's eventually you do want to be able to draw it out on a napkin or again, back to, you know, wherever you are with people. But I'll put this link out there because I really do. And she starts at 11 minutes. I'll make that note. If you want to watch Kathy at the beginning, Kathy Coover, I mean, co-founder of the company, she'll light you up. But you can just start here and watch Sonia. So super important. Okay. And then aside from that, hold on. Okay. And major kudos to Barbie for, major kudos to Barbie for one of her key components. You guys can see this, right? I hate this. This ring light is in my way. I don't know how to, oh, maybe if I do that. Be a little darker. Okay, so Barbie created this concept, and this is what my board, it always looks like this, you guys. Every time I go to my board, it's like this because we've drawn it out. Barbie created this concept of the 3 R's, okay? So referral money, rank advancement money, residual money, right? So referral money is the PIBs and double PIBs. Referral money is, so as you're drawing it out, right, you're sharing with people. This would be the collagen 6-pack or a 30-day system. Rank advancement money, right, they hit consultant. Rank advancement money also hitting manager, crystal manager. So you can draw out just to manager right here. And on collagen, if they start someone and then they get these people started on collagen, they make $650. That's so powerful, right? And then residual. Residual is then drawing it out, how this organization builds to unlimited depth, and you can build the organization to 250 cycles, which is $13,500 a week. That number for someone who's, you know, influential and a big dreamer and a visionary and already successful in other things they're doing and entrepreneurial and savvy, that number is going to speak to them, right? And it takes a lot of work, but you can say, this excited me. I'm going somewhere with this. I like to say it's not a matter of if we do this, it's a matter of when. Our stake is in the ground. We will hit this, okay? And so I tell people that, and I just, explain the 3 R's. So I'll pause there. Does anyone have any questions specifically about the scripts for get paid or get your team paid? It's really just about asking the question of everyone and making sure that we're not counting people out. And I think sometimes we do that. We count people out. Sonia, for example, Sonia's husband, as you watch her story, I don't know if she talks about it on that video, but her husband is a high-powered attorney. He's a partner. He owns his own law firm out in San Diego. Really good money. She doesn't need the money, right? But she was a school psychologist. Also, you could say, well, she has a career. She loved her career. She had a graduate degree, but it wasn't until Laura Stevens showed her this $13,500, which she'll talk about, and this idea of building this out, that she was like, gosh, I like my job, but maybe not as much as, maybe not forever. Maybe not as much as I think I do. Maybe I do want other options, And it's so easy in our head to not go for the people that we think are already successful. But here's the key. Here's the key. The people who are already successful are often, those are the ones that they're going to see this and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, yes. And they're going to be the ones who show up, and they're going to be the ones who, are open to adding another thing to their plate, and they're going to be savvy, and they're going to be influential, and they're going to, you know, connect you into, or connect them other people into what they're building who are also the same. Yes, Heidi, exactly. Ask and introduce right away. For me, in that initial conversation is the easiest time for it to not be weird, you know, because you're like, okay, this is what I do. I help people with this and I help people with this. This is what's available in the products. This is what's available in the comp plan. Which do you want? You pick. You know, you're giving them the options. It's almost like, you know, if you're a server and you don't offer dessert, right? It's like, do you want the dessert too? That's the way that you're going to get them, right? Like if I'm at a restaurant, it just happened last week. I was with some friends and, you know, we probably weren't going to get dessert. And then they were like, do you want to take a look at the dessert menu? Yeah, the drink menu. I wouldn't get a drink then, obviously. Just kidding. But, you know, it just happened last week. They showed us the dessert menu. My friend was like, I want that Tres Leches cake. And we got it because they showed us the menu. It's the same idea with the comp plan. If you're not showing them the comp plan menu and just being okay with the yes or the no, it's going to be 20%, maybe 30%, maybe 40%, but you're going to get a bunch of no's on the comp plan. That's okay. That they're still excited. If they're starting the products, do a happy dance anyways. Like, that's incredible. We need happy customers. We need product users. But I would bet that for those of you who aren't getting at least to the ratio of 20% or at least 10%, you're maybe not asking that part, right? So just like play through that in your head if those templates and scripts help you. And if there's questions, yes, exactly. Then you're not constantly wondering. It is so much better to know this girl, Crystal. I mean, if and when she wants to do this, she's going to do awesome. I would rather her tell me where she's at than me sit and, oh, I wish she'd just like randomly come across the comp plan in her back office and like randomly dig into it. And, you know, those people do exist, right? I think that was Heidi. Yes, they exist, but it's going to be less often. And it's going to be more of a passive business than an active business that you're building. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to pull up this week. We are going to, okay, this week you're going to get a $50 restaurant gift card to your choice and a whiteboard, just like mine. That one right here is just like mine. I love it. It's great. If you already have one, it's nice. We have a couple rooms in the house because you never know where you're going to be. To draw out the comp plan. And at the restaurant, that symbolizes the whole like drawing it on a napkin thing, because I've definitely done that. Put in the chat if you've ever drawn it on a napkin at a restaurant. Please, we will shout you out for that. So this is what you're going to do this week. Watch the Sonia comp plan that I will put in the thread. Record yourself and post it or go live. Either one. You can either record it and post it in Leaders Rise Here or go live. Drawing out the comp plan. Just do it. It's such a safe space. We're here to help. It's the best way you're going to get some practice. And then ask 3 friends if you can do the comp plan for them. So it can simply be for practice. You can even say, hey, I'm doing something with my Isagenix business. I know you're not interested, but could I just practice this on you? And you never know, right? You never know. Practice is a great way to kind of get the word out there too. So just practice it on 3 friends and then use the Get to Consultant script with anyone in your organization that you haven't yet, okay? Active, I mean like you can go tree digging, dig, you know, find people under you that are not personally enrolled by you. But what I am really looking for here is that at least your personally enrolled have had this conversation. If you've done it with all of them, you've already done this, but maybe there's a few people you want to revisit it with now. But just pick one of those, you know, would it excite you to earn back the money that you're spending every month? You know, would it excite you if I could show you how to make $200 back? You just spent $203 on collagen. Finding 2 people I can show you how to make $200, right? It's very exciting. Okay, so that's the stuff for this week. Any questions? Otherwise, next week will be our last week of the boom. However, this is just the boom, right? This is just a 6-week series. The key to the business is, and Teresa already said it, long game, infinite game, longevity, staying in the game. That book by Simon Sinek, if you haven't read it yet, it's about staying in the game. It's not about winning or losing. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Companies with a long-term mindset know that. you have a company, you have an organization. And by being here and by showing up every Monday night, you're staying in the game. It's so good. Yes, Danny. And we love having you guys here. We are certainly planning stuff. What, you know, I mean, this is the whole business. This is the whole business. You know, I'm sure we'll get into some personal development mindset stuff. I'm thinking maybe like a book series that we do together on these calls. If you have other ideas of things you'd like to see on Monday nights, let me know. And we will be doing that poll for the time. I'm just got to get it out. So, because we're not changing it during this series anyways, but Monday nights, come back next week and post if you get your stuff done. Have a good week, everyone. Bye, guys. Thank you.